I sincerely believe it is your season for seizing the opportunity in front of you. What does it take? It takes next level thinking, determination, and strategic innovation to make it happen and to bring the vision to fruition. Today, let's talk about what it takes to shift your season, how to make your next move your best move. Oh, you know what's up. Turn me up. I'm mic'd up. Join me and let's mix it up. What's good people? How you doing? How you living? How's it going? What's happening? I hope that you, yes, you are doing well. Well, I want to welcome you to another edition of In the Mix. I'm your host with the most, yours truly, Dr. Eddie Connor, and it is an honor that you have joined me today. Hit that thumbs up button on the video. We're going to have an amazing conversation. Hit that thumbs up button on this video. Yeah. Hit that thumbs up button on the video. Hit the subscribe button as well. Come on, help me to grow my channel. I'm growing your greatness. Help me to grow our channel for change, our channel that breaks chains, our channel that creates change. Yeah. And so we're going to have this courageous conversation of illumination. In order to do that, you know how we do it, family. Like we always do at this time, drop some light bulb emojis in the chat. Drop some light bulb emojis in the chat, as a matter of fact. Yes, y'all. Let's do that. This is a place where you pay your digital light bill. Don't you wish it was that easy to pay your light bill? Well, it is here. Clearly simple. It's real easy. Drop those light bulb emojis in the chat. Let's light it up. Let's turn it all the way up. Let's brighten it up in here. Too lit to quit. Why? Because we are the light of the world. Today we're going to spotlight, we're going to highlight the courageous conversation topic for today, which is entitled Shift Your Season. How to make your next move your best move. We're going to jump into that. You know, generally during this time of the year, as we oftentimes wind down to wind up for a new year, it reminds me of this. It reminds me of this, that generally, you're going to see a lot of posts on social media, if not happening already, soon and very soon, that people are going to really just be sharing about how much they achieved in this year. Oh, yeah, I achieved this, I achieved that. I went here, I went there. This is recap time for the year. Really is. But in case somebody who's listening and watching just may need to hear this, because you may not necessarily have a whole list of achievements, things that you've completed and accomplished this year, highlight reels, and places you've traveled to. Somebody needs to hear me say this. It's okay that if the only thing you did this year was just get through it. If the only thing that you did this year was just get through it, that's an accomplishment in and of itself. That's an achievement in and of itself, because nobody really understands the myriad of the situations and the circumstances of what you had to do, what you had to deal with just to get through this year. Nobody really understands the extent of the strain and the pain of what you had to grapple with when you buried loved ones. Yeah. When you had many situations and issues that were affecting you internally, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually. Nobody really understands the gamut of what you had to go through, and the prayers that you prayed, and the tears that you cried. And when your back was up against the wall and you didn't recognize and you didn't even realize how strong you were until being strong was your only option. If the only thing you did this year was get through this year, I want to applaud you, because you made it through what a lot of other people gave up in. You made it through what other people died from. I salute you. I applaud you, because you made it. Family, just type I made it. I made it. Through the storm, the rain, the trial, the sickness, and the pain, you made it through when in many cases you even doubted you too. But you're still here. And not only are you just here, just to remain here, it's forward ever, backward never. God didn't just bring you this far to only bring you this far. Your season is shifting. People don't realize what you had to deal with, and the individuals who would tell you one thing and do another. People you thought would be with you and for you. You found out just because people are around you does not necessarily mean that they're for you or even with you. You made it through all of that. And you look better. You sound better. You think clearer now than you ever did before. According to the American Psychological Association, says nearly 9 in 10 American adults say that concerns such as not having enough money, missing a loved one, anticipating a family conflict and crisis, those specific things cause them stress at this particular time of the year. And when you really think about it, sadly, for many people, this is not the most wonderful time of the year, but in many cases, it's the most worrisome time of the year. And the question is, what do you do when you're grappling with all of what it is that you have to experience, with the things in many cases that become so traumatic to your life and your situation? And maybe your husband's driving you crazy. Your wife is getting on your nerves. You didn't have any mistletoe during Christmas. It was nothing but heated exchanges, like missiles being fired, that really made you feel miserable. Children being childish. Money is funny. Change is strange. Debit or credit, can't get it. Debit is in doubt. You're single. Can't seem to find somebody who's suitable. But here's what I need you to know. I need you to know that God's hand is still on your life. God's anointing is arresting your anxiety. You may not be in matching pajamas. You may feel like you are mentally in a jam. But I need you to understand that God's hand is still on your life. Researchers suggest that people experiencing holiday blues, they generally feel more sadness. They feel more irritability. They feel more anxiety around this particular time of the year, around the holidays. Coupled with that, there's something known as seasonal affective disorder. I need you to hear me. Seasonal affective disorder is a type of depression that's related to changes. Here it is. It's related to changes during different seasons. The less light outside, according to researchers, the more anxiety inside. Let me say that again. Generally, the less light outside, the more anxiety inside. Seasonal affective disorder is also known as SAD. That's the acronym, seasonal affective disorder. SAD is the acronym. And seasonal affective disorder happens when seasons change. I want to talk to you. Now is not the time to be sad about the last season. Now is not the time to be sad about the current season. Now is not the time to be sad about seasons that changed and seasons that shifted. Here's what's happening. God is shifting you into a new season. God is shifting you into a new season. Somebody just type new season, new season. I want to speak over your life. It's a new season. It's a new day. A new season. It's a new day. A fresh anointing is coming your way. A season of power and prosperity. And not only prosperity is going to be transparency. Not only prosperity is going to be tranquility. It's a new season that's coming to me, and it's coming and happening for you too. You getting ready to shift in this aspect from sadness to gladness. Why? Because your next move is going to be your best move. And here it is. It only becomes my best move when I move into a place of self-determination, when I adopt a mindset of next level thinking, when I also move into a place of strategy, structure, solutions, and systems to take my vision to another dimension. I have to have strategic innovation. And you got to be in a community of strategic innovation. That's why you got to be a part of our Eagles community, where we're shifting you into a place to where you need to soar. Your ideas, your impact, your influence, all needs to shift before you even step foot into this new year. Family, just type soar, type soar, type soar. That's what I want you to do with us. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, and I guarantee that you're going to be transformed. Theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. We're having a super conversation. Drop a super chat, drop a super sticker. We're talking about shifting your season, how to make your next move your best move. And it moves you into this particular place to where, despite what it is that is going on, you cannot be affected by the season. You have to be effective in any season. Let me say that again. You cannot be affected by the season. You have to be effective in any season. You got to be steadfast. You got to be unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. You have to be instant in season and out of season. When it's going good, when it's not going so good. When it feels like you're in a place of blessing, when it feels like you're in a place of stressing, when it feels like you're in a place of conquering, and then sometimes you're in a place of character development. God has to develop you. He has to pull you aside. He has to isolate you, to elevate you, to move you into a greater place, to shift you. Why? Because there's another level of grace that is on your life. There's a grace for growth. Come on, family. Just type that. Grace for growth. There's a grace for growth on your business. There's a grace for growth on your finances. There's a grace for growth on your family. There's a grace for growth on your friends. There's a grace for growth on your future. There's a grace for growth because it comes with favor. There's a grace for growth that whatever you put your hands to is going to prosper in this season. It's your new season. It's a season of shifting. Why? Because your next move is going to be your best move. Your next step is going to be your biggest step. Conversations like this one right here is why you need to become a member of our In the Mix family. You're watching In the Mix family. So why are you not a member of the In the Mix family? Let's change that. Let's do something about that. Let's do something about that even right now. Come on, go right now, right now, right now, right now, right now. Links in the chat, links in the description of this video to become a member of the In the Mix family. And when you tap that link, you'll see 3 options that pop up: VIP, Royalty, OQP. Choose one of those 3. And my gift to you is to give you access to our Connor's Corner content. Yeah, a lot of content in Connor's Corner behind the scenes. I want you to unlock the unlimited. It only happens when you get a membership badge. Salute to all of you with the decal, with the membership badge. I see you. I appreciate you for partnering with me. I got more in store. I want you to stick and stay. More is coming your way. The shift is getting ready to happen before this whole session is over. Stick and stay. More is coming your way. After these messages, I'll be right back. You know, I realize the extent of your development is connected to the extent of your investment. What I mean, invest little, develop little. But we're investing much into you as you invest in yourself by developing your purpose, developing your goals and your dreams and your ideals and your ideas, shifting you from ideas to income. Where does this all happen at? I'm so glad you asked. It takes place in our Eagles Academy. All you have to do is go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed to shift your ideas into income, your contacts into contracts, really to grow your ideas, your impact, and your influence. You owe it to you to invest in you. And as a result of it, now you are able to be coached and mentored and be a part of our live trainings with yours truly. Yeah, with me, along with a host of other leaders and trendsetters and trailblazers and accountability partners. No one grows in a silo. The power of mentorship, it takes what I've learned in years and months and I give it to you in minutes. What I've learned in decades and I can give it to you in days. To be a part of our private Facebook group, to get guided feedback through our Eagle's Nest reflections, to get access to all of the content and all the live sessions and the trainings of business development, of financial stewardship, of the impact and empowerment that only takes place when you go right now to the eaglesacademy.com. Again, when you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. But it doesn't just stop there. You want to develop your book? Then guess what? You are an aspiring author. You need to get my bestseller book blueprint. It's available right now. accessidentity.org/author. All of the insight of what it is that I have used to write 18 books and be a best-selling author. You owe it to you to get your hands on that. You also owe it to you to get my Successful Speaker Strategies download. I'm telling you, whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words. Let me show you how to develop your communication. There's an art to communication. Let me show you how to develop that. Go right now as well to accessidentity.org/speaker. And then I am blessed to pastor the Remnant Worshipers Church. I want you to be a part of the church that I am pastoring at right now. Is such a great thing of what it is that God has fashioned us to do. And it's taking place right here in the city of Detroit, 10 a.m. every Sunday, 6 p.m. we have prayer on Tuesdays, and then 7 p.m. on those same Tuesdays we have TNT Tuesdays, Truth and Transformation. It's amazing. You want to be a part of it. Go right now, trwchurch.org, and then I want to see your face in the place this Sunday at 20470 Hubble Street. I'm doing my best to save you a seat. Powerful prayer, praise, and a preach word. Can't wait to see your face in place at the Remnant Worshipers Church. Yes, y'all, and we don't stop. Come on, family, I need you to heed to these resources that you've heard. Let's get back to the word. Yes, got some amazing books out there for you. 18 books, if I do say so myself. Yeah, on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, iTunes, Audible, ebooks, audiobooks, hard copies. You can also get them at the eaglesacademy.com/books if you would like to get signed copies. We're talking. Let me take a sip so I don't slip. Talking about shifting your season. Oh, yeah. You just slipped into another blessing. Talk about shifting your season, how to make your next move your best move. Researchers say this, as I mentioned, about seasonal affective disorder called SAD, that when the seasons change, people's emotions change. The less light outside, according to researchers, the less light outside, the more anxiety inside. But here's what you got to do. Listen, you got to say, listen, I don't claim that. I'm decreeing and declaring over my life that despite the darkness that's around me, there's a light that surrounds me. Despite the darkness that's around me, there's a light that's within me. Why? You are the light of the world. Greater is he that's within you than he that's in the world. Stop hiding your light and begin to shine bright. This big light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. You got to get to the place to where you say, listen, I refuse to hide the light that God placed inside of me. And I'm going to overcome spiritually, emotionally, mentally, interpersonally, internally. Why? Because I got a great big light that's on the inside of me, and I'm going to shine it. Come on, stop dimming your light to make other people feel comfortable with you. Stop allowing people to dim your light. Shine bright. Family, just type shine, shine, shine. Shine in the mall, shine in the school, shine at church, shine on your college campus, shine in your marriage, shine in your business, shine. Why are you hiding your light under a bushel? Shine that thing. And here's what I understand. A candle is never intimidated by another candle. Why? Because we all lit. A candle that lights another candle doesn't lose anything. It never loses its flame. When you're a blessing to somebody else, you don't lose anything. You replicate yourself. You replicate the love of God. You replicate peace and increase in the life of somebody else. Why? Because you understand that it's more blessed to give than to receive. And when it is that I give, I've already received. Come on, family. Given it shall be given back to you. When you think about that whole aspect of the season that shifts, don't stay too long in the season that you're not supposed to be in. Come on, one day longer in the season that you're not supposed to be in offsets the future where God wants you to be. Stop crying over your last season and get excited for this next season that's coming. That last relationship, that was the last season. This new relationship is going to be your best season. The place of where it is that you were for employment was the last season. God's shifting you to be the CEO. God's shifting you into corporate. God's shifting you into a C-suite executive. God's shifting you into entrepreneurship, solopreneurship, intrapreneurship. To overcome what it is that is trying to keep you captive. And here's one thing that I understand when you talk about the season. Yeah, we're segued out of the Christmas season. We segue into a new season of the new year soon and very soon. But there's also a season in between that, and that is Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is the celebration of the African experience in America. A lot of times we want to put a parenthetical statement over Kwanzaa and only just focus on Christmas and New Year's. And that's okay too, but we don't want it. We want to take those parameters and those parentheses away from Kwanzaa too, because the African experience in America means something. Yeah, to celebrate life and that more abundantly, to engage family and group economics, and looking at the value system and the beliefs and the strategy, the structure, the systems and the solutions of what it will take to foster togetherness is what Kwanzaa is all about. Kwanzaa is built on 7 pillars and 7 principles that are all connected to Swahili words. It's that which is Pan-Africanist, that which celebrates the mindset, the mode and the modalities of the principles that connect to Kwanzaa. One being Umoja. Umoja is all about striving for the power of unity. Unity in the family, unity in the nation, unity within the race, unity in our community. And you can't spell community without the word unity. Talking about shifting your season. I need unity in my season. I need the right type of individuals who are going to be around me to bring unity, not division. Why? Because a house divided against itself cannot stand. You got Umoja. You got Kuji Kajulia. Yeah, Kuji Kajulia. You've got that aspect in that word Swahili language being self-determination. That is, we define a name for ourselves. We create, we speak for ourselves. We speak truth to power. We develop that mindset like Marcus Garvey said, up you mighty nation, rise, you will accomplish whatever you will. Up you mighty nation, rise, you will accomplish whatever you will. From that motivational movement creator who mobilized a movement in Jamaica, back to Africa movement. Self-determination. You have to have the will. Hear me. Hard work beats talent when talent won't work hard. Are you determined? Because motivation is going to only take you so far. I got to have that self-determination. Do I always feel like doing what I need to do to get where I need to be? Absolutely not. But I understand this, that the greatest blessing comes from doing what you don't feel like doing. Don't always feel like working out. Don't always feel like being in your word. Don't always feel like studying. Don't always feel like eating healthy. Don't always feel like doing a show like this one all the time. But am I only going by feelings, or am I focused on my future? Hear me. If you're going to accomplish whatever it is that you will, if you're going to rise up as a mighty person that you are, coming from a mighty people, you got to be self-determined. You got another one called Ujima. That's the building and it's the maintenance of community together. That is collective work. It is about responsibility. It is about being a solution to a problem. Why? Because I am my brother's keeper. I am my sister's protector. That's that collective work. That's that responsibility. That is that level of accountability that says no man is an island. We're all a part of the main, according to John Donne. It's what Dr. King also expressed as well. It's the collective work. It's the responsibility. You got Ujamaa, which is about cooperative economics. It's the building, it's the maintenance of stores, of shops, of businesses, of profiting together. Do you understand this? That even in the African American community, in the Black community, we only spend 1% of our resources with people who look like us. But if we took that 1% to 10%, we could create 1 million new jobs. $450 billion buying power. But only 1% of that is with people who look like us. We could do more if we come together and pool our resources together. Researchers suggest that if Black people pooled their resources together, engaged in group economics, merged their finances together, overcame division and schisms, and oftentimes even a crabs in the barrel mentality. Here's what it would happen. Here's what we would happen. Here's what would happen. We would be the 16th richest nation on the planet. But in order for that to happen, we have to plan it. If we're going to be the 16th richest nation on the planet, we got to plan it. We got to come together. We got to engage in cooperative economics. We have to adopt the mindset and the motto that a win for you is a win for me too. Then you've got Nia. I ain't talking about Nia Long either. Lord have mercy. Let me stay focused. Talking about purpose. Nia. Purpose is to make our collective vocation the building, the developing of our community. That only happens, and that only is a byproduct of us restoring our people to their traditional greatness. When we understand that we come from a people, as we're talking about Kwanzaa, a little bit of that determination aspect, people who made it through the Middle Passage, people who survived. Yes, we can talk about our Jewish brothers and sisters who survived the Holocaust. That's nothing by the grace of God, those who survived the Holocaust, and it's a sad indictment on the negativity that was inflicted upon those people. Yes, there's a Holocaust of 6 million Jews placed in extermination camps, decimated. But there's also a Holocaust where 10 million plus bodies were thrown into the Atlantic Ocean like cargo. Yeah. Where it says as if even King Leopold killed maybe as many as 20 million Africans. A Holocaust. And we have to understand the cost of what those foremothers and forefathers and sainted ancestors, what they paid the price for us to not just survive, but to thrive. They tried to bury us, but they forgot we were a seed. You have a purpose. You got to live with purpose. You got to live on purpose. You got to live for a purpose because you have a dynamic purpose. Hear me. As long as you have a pulse, you have a purpose. If you ain't dead, God ain't done. Then you got Kumbh. About 7 principles of Kwanzaa. One of being, which is creativity, shifting your season. Got to shift my season through the power of unity. I shift my season through the power of self-determination, collective work, and responsibility and cooperative economics. I shift my season through ascertaining my purpose by being in alignment with my divine assignment. I shift my season through the power of Kumbh, the Swahili word which stands for creativity, which means in many cases, to do always as much as we can in the way that we can, however we can, with whoever we can, in order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited it and then when we first encountered it. What did Dr. King affirm? That we would build the beloved community, and that only happens through the power of creativity. Keep doing the same old thing, gonna get the same old result. You got to tap into that sense of creativity that you have. Color outside the lines. Go on, do what's never been done before, to go where you've never gone before. You're a trendsetter, you're a trailblazer, you're a mover, you're a shaker, you're an innovator, you're a creator. You're a developer. Stir up that gift of creativity that's on the inside of you. Somebody needs your next level thinking. Somebody needs that invention. Somebody needs you to add another spoke to the wheel. Somebody's waiting for you to become who you are so they can become who they're supposed to be. Here's the question. How much longer will you make them wait? Last but not least for Kwanzaa is the word Imani. Yeah, Imani. Which is symbolic in Swahili of the word faith. I could take a text on that. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Faith is what pleases God. Faith is what gives you that self-determination. Faith is what shifts your season to make your next move your best move, to make your next step your biggest step. You got to believe it in your heart. Got to confess it with your mouth. Then you also have to take action. Why? Because faith without works won't work. Faith without works is dead. And it's time to make your dream come alive. It's time to make your season come alive. It's time to make your shift come alive. It's time to shift into another gear. Shift into another gear with your prayer life. Shift into another gear with your study of the word. Shift into another gear with your creativity and your faith. Shift into another gear with your purpose and your cooperative economics and your collective work and your responsibility. Shift into another gear with unity. Shift into another gear with that level of self-determination. You're not tired. You're just uninspired. Shift. Come on. Shift and make something happen. You're not waiting on God. God is waiting on you. Shift. Come on, family, just type, it's my season. It's my season. It's my season for shifting. I want you to sow into your season right now. This is a good place to sow. We've been having a super conversation. Drop a super chat, drop a super sticker, drop a gift to shift where it is that you are to where you can be. I want you to sow into your season right now. I want you to sow into your shift. Yeah, I really do. You can do that even right now. Cash App, $, Dr. Eddie Ministries, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at gmail.com. I know this word is landing with you. I know this word is empowering you. I know this word is speaking life into your life. Don't miss your moment. Don't miss this moment. Don't close the window of opportunity right here. Keep it open. And the way that you keep it open is by sowing into this word that you've heard. This is where you soar. I want you to sow. This is where you grow. I want you to sow. Go and do that even right now as I'm talking. I want you to start sowing. I'm joining my faith with yours for your next season, for your shift. That God's going to do exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ask or think. 30, 60, 100 fold. I believe it. I know it. This is good ground right here. The testimonies have been coming in of jobs, of businesses, of bodies healed, of minds renewed, of families restored, of financial development and growth simply because they latched a hold of this word. They believed it and they sold into it. I want you to do that right now. Cash App, $Dr. Eddie Ministries, Dr. Eddie Ministries, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at gmail.com. We've been having a super conversation. Drop a super chat, drop a super sticker as well. Your seed helps us to broaden this broadcast, to take this word to communities and cities, neighborhoods and nations. And you can help us to do that by going and sowing even now. Thank you so much for that seed that you've sown. I'm speaking life over your life and the seed, that God touches it, that God multiplies it, that God blesses you exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ask or think. God, we thank you right now for the seasons that shift. No hold up, nothing missing, nothing broken, nothing basic, but next level thinking, determination, strategic innovation for that brother, for that sister who's watching right now. They need a shift in their body. They need a shift in their mind. They need a shift in their experiences. They need a shift in their relationships. They need a shift in their marriage. They need a shift with their children. They need a shift in their economic sustainability. They need a shift in their finances. God, do it right now. In the name of Jesus, we thank you that is done. The devil is defeated. You are exalted. And we thank you for lives being changed, yokes being destroyed, chains being broken, and breakthrough happening. In Jesus' name, I speak it over your life. It's done. It's done. It's done. If you believe it, just type "is done." Come on. If you believe it, just type "is done." Woo! Conversations like this one right here is why you need to join the channel. You need to be a part of our In the Mix family, where we go beyond just the conversation here, but it's greater empowerment on the other side. And so I would that you would connect with us there. Links in the chat, links in the description of this video. 3 options pop up when you tap that link: VIP, royalty, OQP. Choose one of those 3. My gift to you is to give you access to our members only area. Unlock the unlimited. Membership has its privileges. Go and get a decal. Go and get a badge right now. And that's going to give you access to our members only area. In the midst of this super conversation, I don't want you to not be a part of our Eagles community. So I would like that you would go right now. Come on, listen, if you're tired of just chasing the same thing, you're tired of just going in circles, you're tired of doing the same old thing, getting the same result, same old issues in your life and your relationships, then you owe it to you to get into a place of transformation. You owe it to you to get into a community of unity that I was mentioning today. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. You need to be a part of this before the start of this year, the start of this new year, the start of this forthcoming year. You need to be a part of it. You don't get ready for the next year. You do it now. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form. I guarantee you're going to be transformed. Family, was this a transformative conversation for you today? Come on, let me know. If it was, just type blessed. Type blessed. Blessed in the city, blessed in the field. Whatever you put your hands to is going to prosper. Family, In the Mix, is out of time. But trust me, I'm not out of truth. And so I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I really do want to thank you for rolling with me. Why? Because that's just how we roll. And we roll together each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday, for In the Mix. And we mix it up right here on the YouTube side. Hit that thumbs up button. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You know I was speaking to you, and you know you don't need to just hold this word to yourself. Don't just put this close to the vest. Share this with somebody so that they can be their best. Take this link, share this link. Your timeline could be someone's lifeline. Shift somebody's season. Be a digital disciple, electronic evangelist. Share this with somebody. You're here because you care, so share. Sincere salute to all of you who are also watching us on the sister satellite stations on social media. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just got a question for you. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? What I mean by that? By friending me and following me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop at EddieConnorJr. What do I mean? EddieConnorJr. Put some respect on my name, family. EddieConnorJr. Y'all keep showing love. I'm going to keep showing up, and I want you to show up this Sunday. Yeah. This Sunday. I'm letting you know in advance. Come to the church. 10 o'clock a.m. this Sunday. the Remnant Worshipers Ministry, where I serve as the pastor of this amazing church. And you need to be a part of an empowering service of worship and word, praise, prayer, and a powerful preaching that's going to speak life into your life. Go to trwchurch.org to get more information about our church and about our ministry. If I can help you, if I can serve you in any way, don't hesitate. Please reach out to me. Get any of my books on Amazon, as well as the eaglesacademy.com/books. Did I give you the address to the church? I don't want to forget that. 20470 Hubble Street in the city of Detroit is where I'm saving you a seat. The Church Alive is worth the flight of the drive. 20470 Hubble Street. I'm saving you a seat. Get any of my 18 books on Amazon, as well as you can get them signed at the eaglesacademy.com/books. If you're looking for a dynamic speaker, now why would you look any further? Come on. The way that I've empowered you today, you know that I'm the man for the job. So invite me to speak at your church, your conference, your community center, your school, your graduation, your session. Let's make some progression. All you have to do is email me to invite me. Yeah. Email me to invite me. info@EddieConnor.com. And it would be an honor for me to empower you. It's yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand. Your brother. And I mean that from another mother. Family has been fun, but you know, brother got to run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy. Yes, it has been beyond measure, but I want you, yes, you, I'm talking to you now, to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher. You know, I realize the extent of your development is connected to the extent of your investment. What I mean, invest little, develop little. But we're investing much into you as you invest in yourself by developing your purpose, developing your goals and your dreams and your ideals and your ideas, shifting you from ideas to income. Where does this all happen at? I'm so glad you asked. It takes place in our Eagles Academy. All you have to do is go right now to the eaglesacademy.com, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed to shift your ideas into income, your contacts into contracts, really to grow your ideas, your impact, and your influence. You owe it to you to invest in you. And as a result of it, now you are able to be coached and mentored and be a part of our live trainings with yours truly. Yeah, with me, along with a host of other leaders and trendsetters and trailblazers and accountability partners. No one grows in a silo. The power of mentorship, it takes what I've learned in years and months and I give it to you in minutes. What I've learned in decades and I can give it to you in days. To be a part of our private Facebook group, to get guided feedback through our Eagles Nest reflections, to get access to all of the content and all the live sessions and the trainings of business development, of financial stewardship, of the impact and empowerment that only takes place when you go right now to the eaglesacademy.com. Again, when you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. But it doesn't just stop there. You want to develop your book? Then guess what? You are an aspiring author. You need to get my bestseller book blueprint. It's available right now. accessidentity.org/author. All of the insight of what it is that I have used to write 18 books and be a best-selling author. You owe it to you to get your hands on that. You also owe it to you to get my Successful Speaker Strategies download. I'm telling you, whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words. Let me show you how to develop your communication. There's an art to communication. Let me show you how to develop that. Go right now as well to accessidentity.org/speaker. And then I am blessed to pastor the Remnant Worshipers Church. I want you to be a part of the church that I am pastoring at right now. Is such a great thing of what it is that God has fashioned us to do. And it's taking place right here in the city of Detroit, 10 a.m. every Sunday, 6 p.m. we have prayer on Tuesdays, and then 7 p.m. on those same Tuesdays, we have TNT Tuesdays. Truth and Transformation. It's amazing. You want to be a part of it. Go right now, trwchurch.org. And then I want to see your face in the place this Sunday at 20470 Hubble Street. I'm doing my best to save you a seat. Powerful prayer, praise, and a preach word. Can't wait to see your face in the place at the Remnant Worshipers Church.